I've listened to this tape 100 times, but I just can't figure it out. I've been back to the church and looked everywhere, and it still doesn't make sense. I just know I'm close to something. I'm so close. I've taken the liberty to transcribe everything on the tape, and have included my official notes on the case at the bottom. I've sent this all to you in hopes you might be able to help me. I think it's happening again. Call me when you get this. Love, always, Jay. Case file. Casey Williams. Officer on duty, John Coleman. Description. Officer Coleman was dispatched to Oak Tree Lane after a 911 call was placed at approximately 10:23 p.m. by a woman who claims to hear loud noises coming from the Oak Tree Church situated across from her property. Upon investigation of the area, Officer Coleman retrieved a book bag and an audio recording device that belonged to one Casey Williams, age 15. Mother.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this. There we go, hon. It's on now.
Casey.
Okay, this is Casey Williams, junior freelance detective. Ma'am, could you please restate the question for the record?
Oh, look at you. So cute with your hat and recorder. I love it, honey.
Mom, please. I'm trying to be a real detective. But thanks, Mom.
Oh, okay, hon. Sure, Detective Williams, I seem to have misplaced my favorite slippers. Would you be able to find them for me?
Sure thing, Mom. Miss Williams. When's the last time you wore them?
Now let me see. I remember having them on last night when I made dinner, but I'm not sure if I had them on when I was going to lay down for the night.
All right, ma'am. Don't worry. Casey's on the case. What button is the pause? Is it this one? All right. This is Junior Freelance Detective Casey Williams. Case file of the missing slippers, entry 1. After speaking with Miss Williams, I made my way to the kitchen, where I looked high and low for the items in question, but they were nowhere to be found. My personal connection to this case has given me a few leads, however. I've noticed that Miss Williams sometimes likes to sit outside on the back porch after dinner. Oftentimes, she will also take a shower. So I'm heading outside now to investigate the porch further. If my search yields no results, I'll follow up on the bathroom. Okay, entry over. Junior Freelance Detective Casey Williams, case of the missing slippers, final entry. The back porch was fruitless. No sign of the slippers anywhere. I checked under the rocking chair and even out in the yard, which I knew was unlikely, but a good detective leaves no stone unturned. The bathroom, however, provided to be much more fruitful. There, tucked away in the corner and just out of sight, were the slippers. It seemed my shower hunch was correct. I'm getting good at this detective stuff, I think. Another case solved, but that just means I can find a new case to crack. We'll report back when I've got something. Casey Williams, signing off. This is Junior Freelance... okay, that's just too much to say every time. Okay, let me try this again. This is Junior Detective Casey Williams here with an update. Oh yeah, that sounds much better. I'm going to start recording more than just my notes on a case. I think if I record all my interviews too, it will help me improve my process. Anyway, I've been walking up and down my street asking around, but it looks like no one here really needs or wants my detective skills. I'm at the far end of my street, where it intersects with Lackey Road. Man, the guy who lives on the corner is a real weirdo, and for some reason that road just feels like a bad place. My mom told me never to play around that road, because people drive crazy on it. And everyone knows that Carlos is a little crazy. Still, I'd love to solve the case of why his grass is always dead. Anyways, I've arrived at my friend's, what do they call them? Contact? Source? I'll work on that later. I've arrived at my friend's house to inquire about any leads on the new case.
Mr. Gardner.
Casey. How you doing, sport? It's a pretty cool hat you got there. Are you Sherlock Holmes? Thanks, Mr. Gardner. I'm actually just a junior detective. I'm looking for a new case to solve. I just helped my mom find her slippers earlier. By the way, do you mind if I record this so I can learn how to be a better detective? Wow, sounds like you're off to a good start. I don't mind at all, bud. Did you want to come in? Ben and David are out in the back playing in the yard if you want to see them. Yeah, actually. Thanks, Mr. G. Hey, guys. What are you doing?
David.
What's up, Case?
Ben.
Oh, hey, Casey. We're actually just digging a hole looking for dinosaur bones. Want to help? What's with the hat and the recorder? Are you supposed to be a cop or something? That hat looks super old, man. I'm a junior detective, actually. This is my dad's hat. He gave it to me before this is my recorder I got from the pawn shop with my allowance. I'm recording everything just so I can play it back later and learn how to be a better detective. Do you guys have any mysteries to solve or lost things to find? I don't know about any lost things, but, there was this weird thing that happened to us a few days ago up at the church, but... What church? You know there's like 5 within a mile from here, right? You gotta be a little more specific than that. The one on Oak Tree, man. Just up the street. You know, the abandoned one. Me and Dave were up there skating in the parking lot the other day. There's also an old basketball hoop up there we shoot hoops on sometimes. Anyway, we were taking a break and sitting on the grass, just kind of looking at the trees, when all of a sudden, we heard what sounded like a door slam shut inside the church. Well, I got up and tried to look in the window to see if someone was in there, and right when I got to the window, I heard a loud scream. So I turned around and started running. Nah, there wasn't a scream, man. You just got too scared when you looked inside and ran around like a baby. There was probably an open window or something, and the window closed a door in there. You left me to carry your board home. Shut up, David. I'm telling you, dude, there was a scream. A woman's scream. Call me a baby all you want, but I know what I heard. There's something weird about that church, Casey. It used to be a really cool skate spot, but now I don't want to go back there. Like, ever again. Well, that's definitely interesting, if anything. Are you sure it couldn't have been the wind, or, like, a worker in there, or something? Maybe they're trying to fix up the place, or... No. Dude, listen to me. There was definitely a lady screaming, and it sounded like she was hurt. Like she was getting killed or something, man. I know what I heard, alright? I know. Okay, Ben. Okay, I believe you. So, what, you think there might be someone really hurt in there? Why not call the cops or something? It sounds like the adults should handle something like that. Oh, yeah, sure, that's a great idea. Who's gonna believe a couple of kids? You know how most of the grown-ups are around here. They just think we're trying to prank them or something, and we get in trouble with our dad. I'm 100% not going back there. And if you decide to go and play detective, just please be careful. That place, it ain't right, Case. Hey boys, how's the treasure hunt going? Nothing yet, Dad, but... hey, wait, there's something hard in the ground here. Guys, check it out. Whoa, no way. I was starting to think we'd never find any bones. Hang on. Oh, man. It's just a tree root. That's stupid. I really thought we had one for a second. Well, I'm sorry to say it, boys, but it's almost dinner time. We've got to get ready to go meet your grandmother at Ruben's. I'm sorry, Casey, but the boys can play another day. Tell your mother I said hello. Okay then. See you later, guys. Later. Okay. Junior Detective Casey Williams here. I thought about what Ben told me yesterday for a good long time. I almost couldn't sleep last night. In fact, I think it rattled me a bit more than I thought, because I had some really weird dreams, too. I tried to tell my mom about the whole thing, but she just kind of blew it off and said something about wild imaginations, so it seemed what Ben said is true. If my own mother doesn't believe me, I don't think anyone else will either. Ben will never tell his story to anyone and be believed unless he has proof. So, I've decided to go out and investigate the church today. I'm going to record my entire time in there in hopes of catching whoever this lady is on tape, so the cops will have to believe me, and have to believe Ben. I feel like if what Ben said is true, then I'm close to something big. I just know it. Okay, that's enough for now. I don't know how much tape I have left. Casey out. Alright, this is it. Junior Detective Casey Williams, investigation of the Oak Tree Church. I'm standing in the parking lot of the church after receiving a disturbing, if somewhat speculative report of screaming coming from somewhere inside. Man, Ben was right. This place does give off some weird vibes. It's like everything here is frozen. No wind in the trees, no bugs anywhere, not even the sound of a dog barking in the distance. Okay, you got this, Casey. A good detective is brave.
I'm going up to the front door now. If construction guys are here, they just might have left it unlocked. Damn, guess not. Alright, I'm going to go around and see if there's a back entrance or maybe a window open or something. The outside of this building looks pretty well for an old place. The siding is pretty dirty and all the walls are intact, so the remodeling thing could be possible. Oh, look, here's the side door. Let's see if we have better luck. Success. I don't think it's really breaking and entering if the door's unlocked, right? Then it's just entering, right? Oh well, if someone's really hurting here, I'm sure the cops won't mind. Alright, well, the place definitely looks older on the inside. The pews look like they were made in the 1800s, all wooden, and a few of them are actually broken. There's a big statue of Jesus standing just at the back door behind the podium, and it's definitely seen better days. There's some kind of dark paint or something all over it. Graffiti, maybe. Like someone just threw paint all over the face and smeared it on the legs. It smells really bad in here, too. Not just old and musty, but it's like an animal died in here or something. I definitely couldn't smell that from the outside. It looks like there are two doors on either side of the podium, which could have been the door Ben heard slamming. They're both closed. One has that dark paint splattered around the handle. I think... Hello? Someone there? I'm here to help you. If you're injured or anything, don't be afraid.
Silence.
I think it came from behind that door with the paint on it. I'm going to go check it out. Oh God, the smell is way worse in here. It totally smells like a dead animal, maybe even a few. That dark paint is everywhere in here, like someone just threw the paint any which way they wanted. It's splattered on every wall and even the ceiling. There's not much in here, just some empty shelves and a desk, both covered with paint. There's a rug, and there's a line where the rug sat at the time this Pablo Picasso decided to liven up the room. But this would mean it's been moved since then. Hey, wait. What's this? Oh, wow. It looks like there's a trap door hidden underneath this rug. That's totally not creepy at all. This church had to have been built a long time ago because the latch of this door is ancient. It's old and rusty and looks like it could break if a fly landed on it. I'm going to try to open it. Got the latch. Now to just... Man, this is a heavy door. There, I finally got it. Oh, man, a huge wave of stink just hit me. Oh, it's bad. It's so bad I want to puke. It's really dark down there, but it looks like there's a wooden ladder that leads down to a basement. Why does a church have a basement? Why was this trap door here? I seriously doubt that if there was an injured woman here, she couldn't lock herself in this hole. This is really getting weird, and honestly, I don't know if I should continue. But I still got nothing to corroborate his story, so I've got to push on. Do you like that word? I just learned it this morning. It means to support or back up a statement. Hey, I think I see a flashlight on the ground down there. I wonder if it still works. Okay, I'm going down. Alright, well, the ladder didn't break, and the flashlight works, so that's a plus. The smell is pretty overwhelming down here. I'm starting to think it's more than a few animals that's dead. It smells like the whole forest is down here. It's kind of like a hallway stretching as far as the light goes. The walls are made of dirt, and it's gotten significantly colder down here. Wait, I think there's a wooden door at the far end. It's kind of hard to make out, but it looks like some weird symbol is painted on it with that paint that's all over the church. I've never seen it before. I'm going to get a closer look so I can describe it. Also, notes to self, buy a camera. Good detectives take pictures. Hey, hold on a second. I think I heard something. It sounds like people are in there singing or something. I'm approaching the door now. Hold on. Alas, the time has come, sisters. Is upon us. The sacrifices have been made, and only one remains. He has spoken, and soon he shall be free. Rejoice, my sisters. Rejoice. Whoa. What the hell? Did that lady say sacrifice? Is here, sisters. I can feel it. The final sacrifice is here, just as he said it would be. I believe it is closer than we think. Would you be a dear and grab it for us, my love? Casey? No. Stay away from me. Who are you? Oh God. Oh God, I punched her. Oh fuck. What the fuck was that? I've got to get out of here. What is wrong with her eyes? They were yellow. No one has eyes like that. What the fuck? Okay, now, I just make it to the door. Just make it. Now, what do you think you're running to, little one? He has been expecting you, and you really don't want to disappoint him. Come, it'll be all right, Casey. How do you know my name? What are you? Please, I just want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. We know all about you, little detective. He has told us that all of our hard work would pay off, and he has chosen you to be part of his resurrection. It's simply magnificent. You should be honored that he would pick a thing like you, boy. He could have had anyone, you know. What? What do you mean? Who is he? All in due time, little one. All in due time. No, get off me, no!
Officer's notes. Upon arrival, I spoke with Miss Jean Faraday, who placed the call to 911. Her property is situated just across from the old Oak Tree Church. She said she saw a young man around the church earlier this evening, and when she heard what sounded like screams, she called us. I noticed the front door to the church was locked. The side entrance was ajar, which is the suspected point of entry. Further investigation into the church was met with a strange sight. Dried blood covered the walls and the large crucifixion of Jesus, even one of the doors at the back of the church. One audio recorder was located on the ground, and one backpack was also discovered underneath one of the pews, both assumed to belong to the young man. Upon further investigation, however, the young man could not be located anywhere inside the church. Both of the two back rooms were completely bare, save for the blood dried on the floors. Forensics had taken the recorder and bag in for analysis, while I have kept the tape for evidence and will review it first thing in the morning. We'll update later with a summary of contents if necessary.